Was there ever a gaming franchise that you've really enjoyed, that you've really liked, and it becomes this big, huge thing that not only you enjoyed, but thousands, probably millions of people around the world that are gamers also enjoyed it? And you guys can kind of collectively high five and say, hey, you know that franchise? We played it, we enjoyed it, we were a part of it, and it feels good to know that you were a part of it. Maybe we could say the Red Dead Redemption series with John Marston, and then Red Dead Redemption 2 with Arthur Morgan. You were part of this huge thing, and then you guys are fans of it, and you guys love it. And now with RDR2, Arthur Morgan is just so beloved. He's in the media, everybody's talking about it, and you feel part of the conversation because you've played those games, because you've connected with Arthur Morgan the way that you were maybe intended to connect with Arthur Morgan. We could talk about the God of War series, from beginning in its Greek origins to its current origins in the Norse mythology. We were part of this huge, awesome thing, and we love it, and we can collectively like it. What about the Grand Theft Auto series, or GTA 5 being so big and loving it? How about all of us collectively waiting in anticipation for Grand Theft Auto 6? We can't wait for it to get here. It seems like this big, humongous thing for gamers, and we're all gonna collectively love it. You know what else feels like it's getting collective love and praise? Is Death Stranding 2 by Hideo Kojima. We already know who Hideo is. We don't even have to start talking about his accolades and the great video games that he's already made in the past. But Death Stranding 2 was a game that divided some opinion. But it was this humongous, beautiful thing that kept gamers kind of coming back for some reason. Some people called it a delivery simulator, like a freaking Amazon simulator or UPS delivery driver. Because all you kind of did, and correct me if I'm wrong, but all you kind of did was deliver certain things in these vast, beautiful, mountainous regions with badass music playing in the back. Okay, so if that's the point of the game, and you do most of that, there was some lore in there and some very important story beats. You were in a world that was kind of apocalyptic. You know, there was a lot of mysteries and a lot of intrigue. But if you couldn't get past the delivery aspect, the gameplay aspect, some would even call it boring. And some would call it revolutionary because it tried something different, because it tried something new, innovative, right? Well, I sadly fall into the category of the people that couldn't really get into it. And I wanted to get into it. Trust me, I did. I received the game as a gift from my wife. She was my girlfriend at the time. Well, she gave it to me as a gift. She was just out. She saw a cool game. She said, I thought you'd like it. She bought it. She brought it to me. I told her, thank you very much. This game looks really cool. However, I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to play this, but I'll give it a shot. And I put it in and I tried to play. And so after doing that, I played a little bit of it. I played maybe about an hour, maybe 2 hours. And I kept falling from this mountain that I kept trying to climb, and I just kept falling over and over again. I kept dropping shit, and it's tedious, but there was some potential there. I couldn't get into it though. As hard as I tried, I really couldn't get into it. And it sucked because I wanted to experience the game, experience the story, but I just couldn't force myself to play something that I wasn't feeling in terms of gameplay. My best bet could have been maybe to look up a story explanation or a story synopsis or a story review of Death Stranding. I didn't do that at the time. I still haven't done it yet. But now with this crazy hype, this crazy revelations that Hideo Kojima has been doing with Death Stranding 2 and that little, Easter egg, or not Easter egg, but little call to Snake from Metal Gear Solid and all this stuff in his trailers, and that big 10-minute trailer that he released and he put together, it just looks so beautiful. It looks so good. The story looks great. The lore looks awesome. And it looks like it's expanding on what the first game was. It looks like there's going to be a couple more mechanics to the gameplay. It's not just going to be the delivery simulator type thing. It's not going to feel as limited. There might be more to it, right? Well, it just seems like the spectacle that I want to be a part of. I want to know that I'm a part of this huge thing that we all kind of love together, but I don't know if I can get into it. And what if maybe a little bit of the gameplay is different? What if it is a little bit more, I don't know, user-friendly for me personally, and I get into Death Stranding 2 on the beach and I play it and I love it and I'm enjoying it and it's fun? I'm gonna feel like a fucking liar. I'm gonna feel like, well, you didn't really experience the first one. You didn't really go through the trials of loving the first one and grinding it. So why are you getting to enjoy the second one? You know what I'm saying? And like, am I going to be lost jumping into the second one and not playing the first one? What if I jump into the second one and it's the same thing and I end up getting like bored and I have to leave it? It's just scary when you don't know. And I've been feeling this way because I've been seeing Death Stranding everywhere, all over like ads or all over my YouTube. You know, I watch Jake Baldino from Game Ranks. He's one of the main guys that I watch. I watch Mystic from PlayStation News. And, you know, they're talking about Death Stranding 2. They're talking about what's exciting for them, what they're hoping to see and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this looks so fucking good. And Troy Baker, you guys know I love Troy Baker. If you saw my Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video on why, you know, Jack Mitchell, the character that Troy Baker played, felt so different from other protagonists in Call of Duty. So I love Troy Baker, man. And he's been talking about the game. He's been hyping the game up. He's been saying how it, you know, it feels so good and it's gonna be so cool. And it's just this whole thing, bro. Like, I mean, it has Troy Baker, which I love. It has cool music, which I love. It looks fucking photorealistic. It's lore heavy, story heavy, and I love that shit. But now I'm just scared, bro. Because I'm like, am I gonna feel like a fraud if I get into the second one only and play that? I don't freaking know, man. And I'm gonna just keep a close eye on it. I guess I'm gonna have to make a decision whether I do buy it or not. Clearly, it's been a dilemma for me. Clearly, it's been something that I've not been able to shake. I wanted to bring it out to you guys, see kind of what you're feeling. And do you feel the same way? Did you get into the first one? Did you love it? Now you're excited for the second one? Or maybe you couldn't get into the first one, but you're really excited, oddly enough, for the second one, and you want to be a part of it too. Like, do you think it'll matter? I don't really freaking know. I just hate that it looks so damn good, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play it.